question back then what really happened. And I do agree with you on the fact you said that, oh, that went horribly. We all know the story of the girl who faked her own abduction in a time where human trafficking is something that's really talked about. And she somehow found the worst timing possible, horrible timing, to fake something that is very, very bad to fake. I don't know what you think, RJ. Let me know.
Well, don't know if she was faking. Yeah, I mean, if she was faking everything like that, then if I was her boyfriend, then I would feel some kind of way about my performance. But in any case, the as you said, I mean, abduction. It's something very. It's very bad. It's very concerning. There's the movie that got out that everyone was talking about. Some people,
Multi-million dollar movie.
multi-million dollar movie,
Most hated movie out right now.
which
By
is
some.
by some groups, and it's and but it just goes to show the it illustrates the gravity of that whole area, that whole activity, that illegal activity. And so when Carly disappeared, uh, everyone was concerned. She returned back, and her boyfriend of the time stepped out and defended her. Not even a week later, and it was reported that the boyfriend isn't with her anymore. And shortly thereafter, or it was right before, Carly confessed what we all knew already, that it was all a lie. So during that, so there was a closure there. But the boyfriend, there were certain speculations about the boyfriend, right? Was the boyfriend involved? Yes or no? Did the boyfriend play along? Some people are even asking whether or not he was Carly's boyfriend, because apparently they were together at some point and they broke up. So all kind of stories popped up. And as you guys know, of the two of us, KR is the one that received those feeds. I never receive crazy stories like that.
Come on. Come on, man. Why you throw, you throw me under the bus?
I never receive crazy stories like
You
that.
you throw me under the bus. Or the what kind of bus is it? A white bus. Anyway, guys, we have this story already. We covered the whole story about Carlee Russell, and we had a main show discussing this actually this shocking story, where we basically discussed when it was revealed it was a hoax. We knew it was a hoax because she was claiming to be chasing a baby
A white baby.
in diapers or something like with without shoes, walking alongside the highway.
Yeah.
That sounds
Uh,
like someone
oh,
who's on enhancement uh medication. Let's call it this way. On certain medication.
well,
Right?
not only yeah, not only that, KR, but if you remember, there was also the footage of the car.
Oh,
So they were some highway footage that showed how fast the car was moving. KR remarked that that must be the fastest baby ever because
oh man, it
uh,
is true though. The speed she was, dude. The speed that she was driving. It seemed like basically the kid was like running all along next to. I mean, come on, man. It was crazy. The whole
yeah,
story was crazy, and
yeah,
it was revealed quite soon after it all. because she walked back like 2 or 3 days after it all happened. She walked back to her parents' home, and it was quite within, I think, a couple of days they started leaking all this. Well, really, no, I think, yeah, within a couple of days they started releasing the footage of the investigation, where it basically showed she was kind of faking the funk. And as Audrey said, there were a lot of rumors, and these rumors are being addressed in the latest podcast appearance of her boyfriend and ex-boyfriend, by the way. By this time they broke up. He wanted to nothing to do with the whole setup, scheme, scam, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Basically,
I think it was smart of him as well to distance himself from the situation,
yes.
or else the rumors would have only remained there, you know, and that could have hampered his possibilities in the future. Don't know what type of job he has or whether he has a business or not, but to be linked to something like that is something so national. It's
It's
you
bad
don't
PR,
want
man.
it's bad PR. Yeah,
Bad PR. People might think you're a scammer too, or
yeah,
you're into this stuff. Apparently, I'm not sure where he's working, but I've watched part of the podcast, and he's basically saying that he was studying the night she disappeared,
yeah,
and then suddenly he had to go out without. Well, I don't know why he had to say it, without showering. He was looking for her, basically showing how involved he was into this case, trying to find his girlfriend back then.
yeah,
And he basically said that, like you said, what there were rumors that he was cheating, but those texts were old stuff that had nothing to do with what happened now. And right before this all happened, they had a fun trip to NYC. So the question begs then, what really happened? And I do agree with you on the fact you said that he had to distance himself, because sometimes you gotta remove yourself from toxic people.
yeah. And
The-
there's no and a woman that not only right before disappearing stole toilet paper
oh my god.
from a, I mean, you don't want to be linked to that. And the guy and the boyfriend was talking about, or the ex-boyfriend was also talking about them being apart for a while. So they did split up at some point,
Yeah,
I think.
right before
Uh,
yeah, they had like this on and off relationship. So it's not like they have been together all this time. They broke up a couple of times and it went on and off. So it's not, I mean, but when it all happened, they were together.
yeah, when it happened, they were together. Yeah, yeah,
So then it's basically it's in the pattern, right? On and off.
yeah. But I'm saying if there's an on and off thing, then there's like a toxic component to it, well, right?
Yeah,
So
that could be. Yes, yes, you're right. You're right.
and that can be on both sides. Not saying that's Carly's fault, but yeah, it's definitely a good move for of him to just leave that situation.
So yeah, it's. I mean, other than that, it seems like this is the final closure for him, because he's talking about getting closure, trying to heal. I don't know why people love that word. This is like that's the most used word these days with toxic.
What?
Healing.
Yeah,
I'm looking for healing.
yeah,
Are you respawning?
yeah.
Where are you respawning? Dude, I don't know. People love that word healing. It's
Yeah,
just something like it's like a trending word, just like toxic.
yeah.
And
The thing is, Kiara, that everyone's saying I'm healing, or I'm. There's another word they use actually. It's not only healing. There's another word. What is that word that they use? I'm focusing on me. I'm in a point in my life, and that's when the
The era.
cliche. That's that.
The dot era
Yeah. So
began.
I think that, but what people forget, what people forget
It's gonna
is that
drop off when you hear the
you're always changing and you're always developing, and we're always hurting and we're always healing. Like, and there might be some moments where you need to distance yourself more, of course, but there's never a time where you're 100% healed, because you're always hurting. As people, there are things that disappoint us, things that hurt us, and we need to deal with it as we move forward. So
yeah.
it's a two-way street.